Welcome to English Gyan, your final destination to learn this beautiful language effectively. Guys, today we have chosen a very interesting topic for you. You know what is that? This is about spoken English. Okay, decoding spoken English. What are the challenges ahead and what are the opportunities we have to speak this language beautifully? Okay, so before that, just I want to remind you there is a golden statement, right? What is that golden statement? The quality of your communication determines the quality of your life. I am trying to just repeat it. The quality of your communication, the quality of your communication determines the quality of your life. What do you mean by the statement? That means the moment you can communicate this language effectively, you'll be accepted entirely to the world, right? So let's come and enjoy the lesson today, right? And we have developed these lessons for the guys who are very serious to learn this language effectively. Look, there are two kind of you'll find two categories of people in this world, right? One is action taker, other is daydreamer. There are few persons in the world, they always take action. Suppose, take an example, you want to speak English, right? So there you will try, you at least you try today. Suppose today or tomorrow you are trying to do some things. And there are certain people in the world, they always speak, okay, I'll tell, and this, this stalemate will continue. The moment the stalemate continues, there is, no ending to that thinking process. And ultimately what happens? You will be a daydreamer. Basically, without, taking any actions. And this video is exclusively made for the persons or for people who are very much interested to speak this language effectively. Guys, today we have already taken a very interesting topic. I have already introduced you. Let's try to check it out once more. Decoding spoken English and challenges and opportunity to master this skill. Guys, I have already informed you, this English is not a language these days. It becomes, part and parcel of life. This becomes a global language. Apart from that, this is the language that we communicate in the corporate world. If you want to face an interview, you have to face the interview in English. If you want to communicate with to anybody these days, the English is the only medium communications, right? So this is a language of aristocracy. There are so many definitions of this beautiful language. So let's try to find out the reasons why you are not able to speak English and what are the challenges, what are the opportunities lies inside it. Okay, we'll try to decode it. Let's come and enjoy the lessons. Guys, you have a misconception. Do you know what are the misconceptions? You feel that you are able to write this language effectively. You'll be a good communicator. My dear friends, try to understand. There is hell and heaven difference between speaking this language and writing it. Written communications will not guarantee you that you will be effective speaker. That means if you are able to write English, that means you have developed certain skill set that is not required. Essentially, it is not required to speak this language. Whenever you want to speak this language, what exactly you do? You are communicating with human beings. Do you understand what I am telling? That means, suppose there is a written communication. What is written communication? You are thinking something in your brain and you are taking a pen and paper, you are writing it. Am I right? That means you are basically interacting with pen and paper. But whenever you are trying to speak something, to whom you are talking or you are speaking with human beings, right? So human beings means, there is no pen and paper involved. And another fact I would like to just highlight it, whenever you are trying to write something, suppose you forget in between. So what happens? You are trying to think and think and think, after that you are writing. You have the luxury to think while writing, but you don't have the luxury to think while speaking. You have to be very fluent, otherwise the person who is before he'll be absolutely bored, right? So there is hell and heaven difference between mastering the skill of written communications and mastering the skill of spoken English, right? So today we'll try to find out what are the challenges. Guys, What are your challenges? What are the problems you will face basically? What are the problems do you face basically? Okay. So the first challenge is that thinking and learning English is a subject. Guys, I have already, upload many videos, and we have already, made many videos on English. Okay. So I have already emphasized and, advised my students, even colleagues, everybody to learn English as a skill, not as a subject. But what exactly you have done? Why you are not able to speak English? Because you are not able to speak English because you have developed this language, or you have developed this, you are learning English as a skill. And second thing is that lack of vocabulary. Guys, this is very important. The moment you are not able to speak in a particular language because you are lacking some degree of vocabulary about this language. That means the more is the vocabulary, more is the spoken capability, right? And the third thing is that lack of structure or sequence of a sentence. That means, whenever you are trying to speak some things, then exactly what you are doing, you are trying to, suppose you are lacking how to make a sentence speak. Writing something and speaking some things I have already, differentiated with you, and there is hell and heaven difference between these two things, right? So whenever you are writing some things, fine. You have the VGT skills, the tense, structures, vocabulary. The entire skill set is different from that of spoken English. You need certain degree of, sequence. You need the structure how to speak English. And the fourth is called genoglossophobia. Guys, in my previous so many videos I have already informed you, genoglossophobia is a kind of mental, condition. Now, what is genoglossophobia? It is a condition, or it is a situation, like it discourages you to learn or speak any foreign language. Whenever you have some problems with a foreign language, that means you are, some degree of genoglossophobia. That means it is a kind of mental illness, or you can say it is a mental condition that discourages you to speak or learn any foreign language. So genoglossophobia also is a factor. Why it comes to your mind? Guys, I just want to give an example. Whenever you are trying to interact with pen and paper, that is called written communication. But in spoken communications, what exactly you are doing? You are trying to speak with a human being, right? You are speaking with a human being. And whenever you fumble, that means you are struggling to find words, So that means you feel very inferior, right? You are feeling some degree of inferiority just creep into your mental systems. And that is absolutely stumbling block to speak this beautiful language, and that is called genoglossophobia. So these are the challenges, these are the stumbling blocks, you can say. These are the challenges that lies ahead while you are trying to speak. Even if you know English for 10 years, you are learning it as a subject, or you are very thorough on vocabulary, you are very thorough on grammar and tense, you are very thorough on tense and time. Everything is fine, but you are not able to speak because of this four factor. That means you are always thinking English is subject. The moment, or as long as you think that English is a subject, promise me, okay, trust me, you are not able to speak English effectively. The first condition. Second is that lack of vocabulary. Whatever vocabulary you know for written communication is entirely different from spoken capability. Why I am telling, whenever you are trying to speak, suppose you are saying, "Hi sir, good morning. Hey, let's go for a walk." So, but in written communication, something different. We are going for formal way. But here, informal is the, language. Then I'll come with a new video. What is formal and what is informal? Basically, what happens now? We are trying to develop this spoken English as a skill, not as a subject, right? And third is called lack of structure. Whenever you are trying to, write some things, you are trying, you are thinking some things and writing it. That is written communication. But spoken communications, what exactly happens? Whenever you think and speak, you are giving some time period in between. That is called fumbling. That means you fumble most of the time, and that is a negative factor whenever you are trying to speak this beautiful language. And already I've given the fourth This is one of the parameter, of course. This is the biggest factor for the beginners. That is called genoglossphobia. It is the kind of, it's mental conditioning. It's a mental condition that discourages you to speak this beautiful language. Guys, we have already discussed what is the importance of English and what are the challenges ahead. And right now, I'm just trying to explain that certain degree of misconception is there. Do you know what is that misconception? Just check it out. To speak English well, we need master grammar. Most people think that even a beginner or a advanced learner, they always think like, suppose I don't have grammar knowledge. That's the only reason why I'm not able to speak this language, very well. To your utter surprisement or to your, so you will be very happy to know that grammar is not a non-essential part while speaking English. Yes, it is very essential whenever you are trying to write English, but whenever you are trying to speak English, this is not required. It is required. I am not telling that grammar is not required, but the way you have taken the central part in written communication, but it never takes a central part in spoken communications. Right, guys? So these are the misconceptions. What are the challenges? What are the misconceptions? And what is the difference between spoken English and what is written communications? We have already explained. Right? Now it's the time to find out the opportunity. Suppose you want to, in spite of all the problems, you have already made up your mind to learn this beautiful language in an effective way. So what are the things like we at English Gyan will help you out to learn this beautiful language. Okay, so what are the modules we have developed? Guys, let's check it out. This is the opportunity for you. I have already informed you that while ever trying to write English, that means what? That is for written communications. This grammar plays a very crucial part. This is the central theme. This is a very, very important part it plays while writing or written communications or whenever you're trying to write something. But in spoken English, it always take a back seat. It is always remains in the back side. I mean in the back side. It never comes to the front side. The moment you're trying to bring it to the front end, then you'll be a failure. It will be a complete failure. So whatever, that means whenever you're trying to speak English, we have developed a 2020 grammar. The very crazy name. Guys, you had it right. Do you know that these days 2020 cricket is absolutely popular? There was a longer format of game like test that has been there, but still you don't enjoy it that much. And there is 50 format. It takes your entire day. But whenever it's 2020, let it be take it IPL. Oh, this is very fantastic game because in the short span of time you enjoy it. That is, we have developed grammar in such a way that you will enjoy it, and this is also essential for speaking. Enhancing your spoken capability, right? So this is called 2020 grammar. That means only 2020 means 20 minutes of grammar is essential to speak this beautiful language absolutely very effectively and fluently. Then second is helping you to develop vocabulary in a practical way. Guys, there's two kinds of things. One is theoretical, other is practical. We are here to teach you the hands-on way. That is, there are two approaches. One is hands-up approach, other is hands-on approach. Hands-on approach will literally take you, just side by side to teach you how to use each and every vocabulary in the real situation. Right? Try to underline the word in the real situation. That means how to use this particular, suppose you want to speak English or you want to tell English. What is the difference between tell and speak? That is the beauty of vocabulary. That at English Gyan, we are here to teach you like this. And even if you learn this 2020 grammar, you have learned also so many vocabularies, 300, 400, 500, that kind of vocabulary you have in a quiver. So what happens? Without practice, how can you, prosper in this particular language? How can you progress? Yes, we'll put you in rigorous practice. There are 100 or 200 practice sessions that will put you to speak this language absolutely fluently and beautifully, or you can say it confidently, right? So I believe this today sessions, discard some of your misconceptions and you are ready to speak English in a very confident manner. So my suggestions, join English Gyan and transform your life. See you in the session.